So welcome to my Android Lollipop Complete Development course. Just wanted to create this video to go through what is included so you've got a good heads up on what it's all about. So let's get into it. Firstly, we are talking Android programming from scratch. So it's a complete step-by-step guide to developing Android apps using Java. Also, we're going to teach you the best programming tools. The course covers both the Eclipse IDE as well as Android Studio, which between them are far and away the two most popular tools for programmers creating Android apps these days, both for beginners and more experienced programmers. We also go through in detail how to install and configure these tools step by step, fully detailed, and in addition there's separate videos for both Mac and Windows users. Often you'll find that there's tutorials and so forth. They'll cover one platform and not the other, and things can be done in a little bit or need to be done in a different way for one or the other platforms. So the easiest solution to that was to create videos for both platforms for those sorts of things like installations where it's pretty important. So they're both included in this course. In addition to learning how to put together Android applications, the course also covers learning Java, the programming language, because they can be separate things. Certainly parts of Android application development doesn't necessarily refer to Java. There's XML files and other things that you'll be using as well, but it is good to have a fundamental knowledge of Java, and that's included in this course as well. We're going to be building 10 apps throughout this course. We're going to go through each and every app and each and every step in detail, explaining literally everything along the way. So you'll learn not only how to construct apps, you'll be able to follow along and do this yourself, but also why you are doing things in a certain way. There's again lots of tutorials that I've seen certainly sort of say do this, do this, do this, and you follow it and you create an app, but you don't necessarily understand why you're doing it. So we go into detail in these videos to show you, as I've said, why you're doing it, but also the step-by-step. And the first few apps developed in the course are designed to teach the basics of Android development, the sort of core foundation that you need to be able to become an Android developer. But as we move into more complexity with some of the apps, with the last sort of 5 or 6 apps, we start using specific Android Lollipop functionality so that you'll really come away from this after having developed all of them with a sound knowledge of the principles of Android development, but also using the features of the new Android Lollipop SDK. Full section is included in this course to explain how to debug your app so you can become more productive and produce bug-free code or as near as possible. Building and deploying is a full section of the course covers building and deploying your app. That's creating key stores, debugging distribution builds, private keys, what all this means essentially. So you'll find out how to do it, but you'll also come away with a solid understanding of why you're doing it as well, which obviously is critical to your understanding to becoming a proficient Android developer. Even uploading to the App Store. The complete process to upload your app is also included in the course, from registering for a developer account at Google Play through to setting up leaderboards and uploading the game and putting your descriptions in and all those types of things. Essentially everything you need to be able to upload a completed app to the Google App Store, we've got you covered there with a series of videos. And just another note here, there's optional videos to watch in the extras section right at the bottom of in the last section of this course. I've got 2 videos in there. Why do they call it Lollipop? And also Android Core Concepts. They're good to watch. They contain some good information, but they're really not essential if you want to just dive into coding. So check them out at some point if you decide to leave them for now, or if you want to find out why they've called it Lollipop and Android Core Concepts. Go into that last section now and watch those 2 videos. Are you ready for this? Let's get started, and remember to use the discussions feature within the course to ask any questions, and I'll personally be here to answer them as quickly as possible. So let's get into it.